It's too dark. But we'll try it.
Yeah, let's see.
I feel like it looks blurry because it is so dark.
Is it blurry?
So
See, I don't have it pulling up yet. Well, hello. We were actually at the table, so we were running late. So we're trying to have a new place. A prettier. Oh, I love how the stockings are like hanging up there.
Well, the fire gets so hot at night, and that's burlap. The stockings, I made those stockings out of burlap. So I feel like if they hang down and get so hot that they might catch on fire. And they probably won't, but that's not a chance that I'm really, really willing to take. So Colby throws them up just to keep them when we have the fireplace going and it gets really hot when it's cold outside. So that's why they're up there like that. Just in case y'all are wondering.
Hello, everybody. Rehab Life. I think you were the first on. How are you tonight? Evan's family, Kimmy, Lada, Hayes, or Miss Rebecca, Miss Darlene there away, PA Swarm King likes our thumbnails. He always talks about our thumbnails. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Sam. Hey, Maria. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Hey, Henry's Honeys. Hey, Latoya from Costa Rica. How awesome is that?
Very cool.
But she's in Missouri right now. But that is pretty awesome. Hey, Big Dave. Boots and Bounty. Crazy Life. Frank, how are y'all?
Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight.
Mandy, I'm sorry if I missed some of y'all's names. We're trying, guys. We're trying.
I'm glad. I think we're both glad we're just able to sit down and
oh my gosh
for a few minutes.
Have I said how much I hate this time change? I don't think I brought that up. Anyhow, stresses me out. Thank you, Rehab Life. We decided to change it up. Misty always gets mad when we're just in one place. She's always like, we should be doing something more, having somewhere else. So we did change it up tonight. But this fireplace is like ginning, so I don't know. It might be a little too warm.
Well, I'm kind of behind. Aiden loaded us up with some firewood before we got started because we were trying to, like Colby said, usually we are at the table, but we had supper tonight, and we make it a habit. If Colby's at work, we still all eat at the table together. And that's just something we've always done. So tonight, of course, Colby was home, and we all had supper, and that's where we usually sit for our lives. But we getting home from church, getting everybody settled, getting everybody baths, getting everybody fed and cleaned up is like really pushing it. So
Big Dave, I hate chickens even more. I'm just telling you. Today I have the net around.
You better be glad you were not here earlier. You would have really hated them.
I can't stand Freedom Rangers, guys. I'm sorry. If you like Freedom Rangers, I'll pray for you later. But I cannot stand these Freedom Rangers. They get out. They want to get out no matter what. We let them up out of their new chicken coop, which is doing phenomenal, by the way. But we let it up.
It's like they can get out of
anything. And they can get out of anything. And then they want to hang out on the opposite side of the house. I thought about just taking my gun out there and just blowing them away. Just made myself feel better. I'm sorry. Should I say that?
Then the bad thing is because they are natured to be such foragers, they get all in my bark beds and they scratch up every single bit of it. So that makes it even more frustrating that they, like our turkeys, they'll just kind of walk around in the yard, mosey through the grass.
Issues.
The Freedom Rangers want to get in my
everyday wonder.
They want to get in the bark beds and scratch every bit of it out. And I'm just like,
hey, Emily.
But today, I almost caught a shot of it. Today, I did some filming of kind of the new stuff we're doing, incorporating in with our school. Linda. It's called Truth in the Tinsel. We started in December. It's something cool that I do with the kids. It's a Christmas Bible study with an activity that we'll do every day, either until after Christmas or baby Libby comes. So, I was recording a little bit of that today and some songs that we were learning, and I looked out the window and there was ducks, turkeys, and Freedom Rangers running all around
and me chasing them all, shooting them. No, I'm joking.
They were all running around in the front yard, and I'm to the point where now I'm so big I can't go out there and run after them anymore. So
I really don't mind the ducks and the turkeys. I really don't. I mean, Don't get me wrong. I don't want them just out hanging out on the front porch, but the ducks really don't mind anything. They actually just go in and eat bugs. The turkeys really don't make a mess either.
They really don't. But the Freedom Rangers do. They
Joy.
get into everything.
Hey, Penny Lynn.
And they can get out of everything.
Hey, Sue. Hey, I saw a few comments on the pig. The pig, so far, is doing well. I was going to try to address it, so I'm sorry. We kind of got sidetracked, but stupid chickens. But the pig is doing better. Actually, he's been getting up. He's been eating a little bit, not to his chipper brother self. His brother's right next to him and doing phenomenal. And what's amazing is this is the one that's
North and South Homestead.
That's fully intact. He's never been cut, never been had anything wrong with him at all. Never been really touched other than his brother's been cut.
Mention in the video about, because I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
She doesn't even watch our videos. God.
I babysit, y'all. No, for real. But did you mention to him that was one of the things where typically if we are
Grammy Karen,
eating something or getting something that we are consuming, that's why, typically we wouldn't just pop them with a shot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we do not. He is going to be he will be our future breeder.
Yeah, so we've got to really watch him.
We don't. I mean, we were a lot more lenient with treating him with, which we were kind of to the point where he was sick and we didn't want to just wait around either. But at the same time, we were like, we're not consuming anything from him. So to give him a shot of antibiotics, to just go ahead and be safe, get him back up on his feet. It was wet and really
and that
cold.
Was the key. If it was not cold and wet, and we were not having terrible weather this week, because we're still in terrible weather. We're going to get rain tonight. Actually, we were unloading chicken feed a while ago. Gross thousands of pounds of chicken feed with our alfalfa because of the rain. So we wouldn't have treated him that quick, just to be honest with you. And I even told our vet that. Of course, he understood. He knows where we're at on that. But because of the rain, because of the wetness, because of the crazy temperatures we've had in South Mississippi, we went on and started treating him. And he's done good. So we're going to do some updates on that. You'll see that in the next few videos. We have a little snippet of it in tomorrow's video, and then you'll see him through the next few videos as well. So we'll keep you updated on that. One thing is, and you can be thinking about it, because we're going to really address this next Wednesday. I think it's next. We've got to name these two pigs, the two boy pigs, the two that we have left.
For a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Almost a year.
Spoiler alert, yeah. We don't have new pigs. They're the same pigs we've had forever. But we need to name the two boys.
We've never named them.
Because the boys will be hanging out with us at least another year and a half, or another year for the feeder, and at least another probably 2 or 3 years with the one that we've been treating. So we're trying to think of a double name, like, Abbott and Costello, or Bert and Ernie. It's two boys. So think of some names. Once we get a good synopsis of what those names are,
y'all be sure to jump on next week and list them.
That's right. So we're gonna
see
do
y'all come up with
names.
some cool names next week.
Yeah, I want some cool, catchy names now. They gotta go together. Who goes together. So just be thinking about it.
Bert and Ernie,
like PB&J. It's got to be something that just goes together. It's two little boys. They will be together pretty much for the rest of his life. The feeder, and then of course the breeder will be here until forever, until he passes one day. But the two girl pink pigs, as y'all seen, they're fixing to be bacon and sausage. The George and Peppa will be going back. Fred and Barney's good ones. I like that. So that's the kind of names I'm talking about right there. Butch and Sundance Kid. So the girl and boy, which is George and Peppa, they'll be back together. So these two boys will pretty much live the rest of their life together. So Bo and Luke. So hey, y'all got some great names. So we didn't come up with those. We're losers. We really missed that one. So be thinking about it. Next Wednesday, we're gonna do that, do a reveal, and do it together. So they are brothers. So just so that's thrown out there too. But no, the pig is doing a lot better. Are doing gradually better. I wouldn't say a lot better.
He's progressing in the right direction. He is up and moving and eating a little more. So those are steps in the right.
Hey, Ann, how are you?
In the right direction. We just don't want to see him fall back, or worse yet, walk out there and him be dead. So
yeah,
we are taking steps in the right direction for right now. So we're very thankful for that.
Some of you guys got some good names. Y'all do good. So, all right. So now we talked a little bit about the chickens. The new chicken coop is doing phenomenal. We have a video on how we do, the up and downs, because we had a lot of questions saying, "Where's the door?" Well, because it's so light, actually, it was just one-handed grab. You don't need a door, so we'll show you how we set it up. Tomorrow's video. I think it's tomorrow's video. Yes, tomorrow's video. He's up for 7. So you'll see that, and basically just let them out. Actually, we're going to keep them in their chicken coop the next 3 days so we can train them to that is home. Don't come on our front porch anymore. I'm not even letting them out tomorrow. I'm telling you, these Freedom Rangers are going to be the death of me. They really are.
And, I really wanted to raise them up for egg production and use their egg production as...
I don't think I want
them. So we might be killing them off when we do our next slaughter. If they continue in the same pattern that they're going.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Dawn.
It is crazy that it's almost here, y'all.
I get depressed around this time of year because actually I'm thinking, we start our Christmas November 1st. I mean, we do Thanksgiving, Christmas together. Please know that. We don't skip Thanksgiving. We have like a Christmas, Thanksgiving together. But when we get around December 1st, I start getting depressed. I'm like, it's halfway over. I mean, it's almost over.
I told him the other day, I was like, it's just starting. You've got to stop looking at it like that.
I get so depressed. You're going to see Walmart start putting like spring Easter bunnies.
Instead of half full.
I know. I guess I live in the Hobby Lobby Walmart mentality where they start putting Easter out like now. So. So no, but we love Christmas, so it's actually fun. I like it cold, like it's been. I love the frost on the ground. That's perfect for me. I don't care for the raininess with the cold because it does make for a.
Look, I do have to show y'all probably my favorite thing. All of the Christmas stuff in the house we've collected over like years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just year. I have some stuff in here that we got when we first got married, but one of my favorite things is this right here. The pig and the cow and the chicken. And I found those at 50% off.
Of course you did. 50%
so off. I think they're so cute. They just fit so well.
Well, if she had watched the last video, she doesn't watch our videos. If she'd have watched it, she would have saw that it was featured in our video.
Well, I do all of the cabin stuff for y'all that aren't familiar with our cabin. I really try to focus on the cabin stuff and the social media stuff along with all the kids. So that kind of keeps me wrapped up to where Colby can really focus on our YouTube stuff. It's just a way that we split responsibilities. I mean, if he had to do it all or I had to do it all, there's no way that we couldn't do it all.
We don't want y'all to have excuses not to watch our videos like she does. She does watch them. I just make fun of her when she doesn't watch them.
Well, and most of the time I do turn them on, but it's like Jennings throwing tennis balls or toothbrushes or Barbies or cars or something in the toilet, and I have to stop and go tend to him. And then usually it just doesn't make it back on because it's so wild around here, but that's okay. Wild is not always bad. Sometimes it's questionable.
One thing I like about putting our stuff up too, and something about a fire, and y'all know because y'all probably have fires too, but something about a fire and a Christmas tree, as crazy as this world gets sometimes, just to sit there with a cup of coffee or hot cocoa.
It's very relaxing.
It's just so peaceful. I can listen. I can just watch a fire all day.
Everyday Wonder Homestead, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Gosh, that's so nice.
And
thank
Merry
you for the super
Christmas.
chat, Everyday Wonder.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Hate you have to go to work. Sounds like you might be working night shift. So stay warm and thank you.
Be careful. Thank you very much, Everyday Wonder Homestead. So with the craziness, it's always good to have a fire and a Christmas tree up. So that's why we put ours up pretty early. But we're actually starting to get cold temperature now. So I know y'all seen that in videos. I know all the comments, y'all are getting cold temperatures as well. We don't really get snow, so the frost on the ground is just as pretty for us. But it has absolutely killed everything in the in the raised beds, which we knew. I mean, of course, like the potatoes and things like that. And our loofah arch is not looking too loofah right now.
Probably not.
It's kind of looking kind of dead. So we got a lot of cleanup to do.
Oh, we had another screen pop up. Well, speaking of doing what I do every day. Today, actually, we were in the car and we were on the way to church this afternoon. And I told Colby, I said, my feet and my knees are just killing me. And I know it's because I'm almost 9 months pregnant. You know, I'm just a few weeks shy. But today, all of the herbs that y'all seen in the video, I got all of those put up. Yes, it was like 2 days in the dehydrator, but
it was so many.
It was a lot, and I just didn't have a lot of time. I mean, I just have not had a lot of extra time, so
Thank you, Fancy Farmer.
Left them in the dehydrator. So I got all of those ground up and put up today. I got a gallon of yogurt done, a gallon of elderberry syrup done, and probably 2 gallons of kombucha done. On top of schoolwork, our Bible study, and cooking all 3 meals and cleaning them up. So at the end of the day, I was just kind of like, ooh. But it's okay. It's a way that I can serve the family. But my feet will be glad.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Phyllis.
I'm not carrying extra baby.
There's a stocking right there that's got an L on it for baby Livy. So what we're saying is that baby better come this time of year before Christmas and not on Christmas or after Christmas.
Well, you know, I feel what's the word I'm looking for? I feel pulled 2 ways about it, because I'm like, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if she was not born in 2020, because we all know how 2020 has been. So it wouldn't hurt my feelings if she just stayed in there until 2021. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can last that long. I told Colby, if I will be 38 weeks, the end of next week, almost 38 weeks. I'm like, at any point in time after that, she is more than welcome to come. So,
Fancy Farmer, we do have an elderberry video. We have actually some establishing
videos.
Some planting elderberries, some establishing elderberries, some hunting elderberries,
and then elderberry syrup.
So we have a lot of it. We actually have a whole playlist devoted to elderberries. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Donna, she gets a feet rubbing just about every night.
Not every night.
Okay, every other night. Don't let her get those times a week. Oh yeah, she gets a lot of feet rubbings.
First baby of the year. Oh yeah, there's Sam. I hadn't seen Sam's name come by yet, but yes, that's funny because our hospital, the first baby that's born in the year, which I did not know this, gives away like this big, huge. I mean, it's like a big thing if you're the first baby of the year. And I have mixed emotions about it, like I was saying. I would be like, 2021 would be great. First baby of the year. Winning that big, amazing gift basket would be just like totally awesome. But at the same time, I'm like,
Amen. Thank you for coming back. Yes, we remember you from last live from the recommendations. Thank you for coming back. Hope Detroit, Michigan is warmer than it is in Mississippi.
I doubt that.
Let's see. Yes, if you hadn't seen the elderberry video, it's some great video. We take elderberry religiously. It's very good for you. We've been on this kick lately about, again, we don't eat a lot of sugar anyway. Misty is our sugar nut. So if anybody gets sugar, she's the one that wants it. So, but we do the fermented foods, the raw foods.
Hey, the mindful homestead.
Just like tonight, our focus was we eat a raw vegetable. We eat a cooked vegetable usually. We eat, of course, our meat and whatever else with it. But kombucha, elderberry syrup, or something is going to go along with that is fermented, raw, with our food. So we believe that helps us be healthier. So Christmassy. Thank you, Mindful Homestead.
Well, we were telling the others earlier, those stockings are put up because I made them out of burlap, which is a very dry material anyway.
We don't want to burn it down.
And the fireplace can get really, really hot. So we just flip those up because they hang right in front of that fire, and we don't want to catch on fire. So.
We know.
And they probably wouldn't, but.
For all you people, again, in these cold weathers, we know open fires really don't do a lot for you. It does not push out heat like a good, insert does, but it's just pretty, and we like it. But we built it big enough to where we can swing a pot over and things like that. So it's a big open fireplace, so it kind of makes a good bit of radiant heat.
4 elderberry bushes in my backyard this year. Cannot wait to start harvesting. That is awesome. We have several in the woods, and that was kind of our goal this year, is to try to get clippings from those and raise those up and get them closer to us. And I have several in the
Hey, Wanda.
greenhouse that will need to be transplanted this spring while they're still dormant. So that's very cool that you did that.
Hey, the tinkerer's wife got her soap.
Yay!
Hey, we're glad of that.
Very good.
Awesome. Let's see. I think I missed one. Fancy Farmer, how much elderberry do you take? If it was up to my kids, they would drink like a half a cup. But we try to do at least a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. Usually it's just a sip here and there. For us, we'll drink a little bit more. But we have 2 kids that love it, and then we have 2 that
I did some recording today, and I said, y'all know I'm not a measurer. I just pour it in the cup and say, y'all,
18 Andrews.
Everybody take a drink. Pass it around.
That's usually, we're like one cuppers, just pass around religiously.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, honestly, is in a close family like ours, if one person's going to get sick, we all going to get it anyway. So,
we don't have any snow here. If we get snow here, it's usually wet and icy. We got a pretty snow about 3 years ago. For all the Mississippi folks in here, y'all remember it.
That.
It was a gorgeous snow. It looked like we were in like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Most of ours are like this wet, sloshy, nasty, muddy snow, wet junk that nobody likes. So we don't usually get snow here.
Upper Michigan representing.
Upper Michigan, wow. Are you in the UP? Who said that? Let's see. Donna, what zones does elderberry grow? Every zone. Elderberry is like almost like a hedge. It depends on what variety that's in your area.
Variety is the thing.
We talked to someone that was in the Seattle, Washington area not too long ago, and they were growing a light blue elderberry. It has a white powdery substance. I don't know the variety. It's not what we grow here, but we grow a Sambuca. It's a purple. That's a deep purple variety here.
It's not Christmas without snow. I don't think in my whole entire life of living in Mississippi that we have ever had snow on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, she's in the UP, so she's in Upper Peninsula, so she's getting snow for sure. Let's see. Yeah, see, Crazy Life, elderberry grows here like that too. It grows wild on the rows. The saddest thing in our area, because a lot of people don't know about it, they just kill it like a hedge or bush hog it down.
Because it grows down in the ditches off the side of the road.
Oh, we got great videos on that.
Most of the time, yes, we do. We have a few pretty funny videos on that because we're so crazy. We pull over on the side of the road and dig them up. We literally did.
LaToya, there's definitely in your area, like in Costa Rica, there's probably a good bit of varieties you could grow of elderberry.
So, but you guys know that most power lines run along those sides, and what the companies do is they go through and spray everything and kill everything. And even if it doesn't kill it, I wouldn't harvest it for the fact of knowing that it has taken in the ground has taken in so much of those chemicals that it's taken up into that plant and obviously will go into the fruit. So what we did is we went and dug up a lot and brought them here and transplanted them
when they were the Philippines. What's up?
When they were dormant all around our pond area, and we will give them time to detox basically, and then of course we'll be able to harvest off of them. But because of where they were, I would have never taken off of them because of so much chemicals.
Freaky Geek, I bet y'all don't see too many green Christmases in Canada. Angelique, what time is it in the Philippines that you're watching us? That's awesome that you're in the Philippines. So cool. Margie, where do you get elderberry starts? You can get cuttings right off the internet. You can order from a lot of reputable people. You can order off Amazon if you want to. Cuttings are better to me. If you find an elderberry in the spring and even in the summer, you can still do cuttings, and even the fall. So if you find an elderberry bush, you can make cuttings off it, and you can make as many plants as you want. It's really easy. Misty's got a video on that as well. It is deer resistant. We don't see a lot of deer issues with it at all.
Well, and it typically grows very, very, very tall.
Quickly, too.
Very fast. It's a very fast growing
It's 10 a.m. in the Philippines. How cool is that? Thank you for watching.
Hey, Carly, we can't wait to see you either. We're having our first Christmas, not this weekend, but next weekend. So we're super excited about that. That's going to be with Colby's sisters. So we're super excited about that.
Hey, Journey, how are you? Alice, thank you. From Brazil. How cool is that?
Oh, wow, Brazil.
That's cool. Thank y'all so very much. That's so cool that people are coming over here. We're not really cool, but thank you for coming on. All right, let's see. In Spanish, I just looked it up. See, hey, you need to find it, Latoya. It is awesome. Elderberry is such a great. A lot of people either call it a hedge. It's really an elder tree, and the berries is what it puts off. There's just a lot of medicinal benefits to it.
The only thing that I would, with anything that you're going in the woods to get to bring back in to consume, be very careful with doing that. Make sure you do your research. I cannot stress that enough. I would hate to send you out in the woods, and I have had multiple people that live in our area that I'm friends with that I actually had a friend of ours.
Hey, Mandy.
Early spring come to our home, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I brought this. We got it out of the backyard. Look, we got elderberries." And it was not elderberries. Okay. Right. So be very, very careful. Make sure you do your research. You know what you're getting and how to use it. Because I will tell you this too, elderberry does not need to be consumed raw. It can be toxic to you. Not, I wouldn't say life-threatening, but I have read articles that consuming elderberry raw will give you some really bad diarrhea.
It will cleanse you out more than
kombucha. I would not. I would just say be very careful when you're going out to forage for things that you're not familiar with. Just make sure you do your research and you know what you're looking for. Before you go out and get something, make sure you, and let me say this too real quick. You can always contact your extension service office. They are great help. This is just a free tipper for y'all. If you have free tipper,
that's a good one.
If you have any questions about
hey Sonny,
different types of herbs or things in the woods, your extension service is a great place to go to because they're very knowledgeable and they know these things, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Did you forget what you were going to say?
No, all I was going to say is to me, elderberry can be almost like mushrooms. If you don't know what you're foraging for, be careful because things like American beauty berries, pokeberry, pokeweeds,
all of those are poisonous.
And purple hedge, all those grow along with the elderberry. So the best time to find your elderberry is to know, of course, what the leaf looks like, know what the bloom looks like, because the berries can be confusing if you hadn't seen them a while. So
so just make sure you do your research, and like I said,
that's a good tipper too.
Reach out to your extension service if you have any question whatsoever, any doubt. Reach out to your extension service because they will be a great help to you.
Walker Farm fam, what's going on? How are y'all? So yes, and Grammy Karen brought a good point. We try to get your questions. Please, if you have a question for us, keep throwing it out there because a lot of times we do this and not enough looking. So.
Me, I'm sorry.
I know you. If you notice me, I'm always got my hand like right here. I'm like, okay, let's calm. Okay. So, anyways, we have. Trying to think of the variety that we have. We buy a lot of the nigiri elderberry, but we do it's an elderberry sambucus, and ours is called it's a dark purple, but it's not the nigiris that's naturally here. I think it's just the sambucus variety. It's a little bit darker.
We can't keep up with if I went and harvested. Well, and I will tell y'all this too: birds love it.
So you got to catch them right when they're ready to
right when they're ready, because if you don't, the birds will. So they're deer resistant, but they're not bird resistant. Birds really like them. And so that's why I didn't get any this year, which the few that I know where they're at, I have to climb for them. And I'm not really in the shape to be climbing right now. So we do. I actually did find a gallon bag that was in the freezer.
Yeah, we had them
last year
in one of our freezers.
And I happened to dig in the bottom and find it. So I do have to buy in two. I have to buy two because we use it so much.
I know. I saw somebody said they made 2 quarts this year, and that's awesome. We probably make 2 quarts every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
I made a gallon today, and it'll last us about a month. But we are also a big family as well, and we drink it morning and night.
That's awesome, Frank. Ours is more the purple varieties versus the dark black. We do buy a lot of the dark black, the black lace, and the black tower if we're having to buy organically online.
Yeah.
Hey, Queen
and
Victoria.
when you do buy online, just make sure that you're looking for organic if that's what you're looking for. We always try to buy organic, non-GMO. It typically only changes the price by a few dollars. So if that's something important to you, it's not like a major
Hey, James,
price
how are
difference.
you? Welcome.
What is your elderberry recipe? I have one listed on my video that I made probably a year or so ago.
You have you have elderberry syrup that we're making now. And then you have a very super souped up expensive elderberry syrup that we used to make.
And you have a very, very basic too. So let me just say this real quick. You can make it with cinnamon, ginger root, cloves, and elderberry. And then once you boil that down, you mix it up with your tea, and that's like a very basic. So today, I recorded some of this, so y'all will be able to see this probably this weekend. I made the big batch of elderberry syrup today, and I added those things, but I also added enchinea root because it's a very, very good respiratory herb. It's very good for cold and flu. Some enchinea root, rose hill.
Hibiscus? Did you put hibiscus in this one?
No. Enchinea root, rose hill. What else did I put in there that's different?
Donna, we just drink it straight. We don't put it on anything. Actually, Misty put it in a smoothie this morning.
Did. The kid said, this smoothie tastes a little different. And I was like, well.
He's got a little bit of everything in it.
Usually I don't add bananas and I don't add the elderberry syrup, but I added a lot of just because COVID has really stepped up its game kind of in our area. It's gotten some people, we know some people that are sick with it and all of that. So, and just common cold stuff going around. So I was like putting everything in the smoothie.
Gall Lewis, we live in South Mississippi. How do you store it? Depends on if you're freezing it like we do, or you're freeze drying it or dehydrating it. Or if you go ahead and do the elderberry syrup, you can put it in the refrigerator. That's how we use ours.
Yes, and it will last about 6 months in the refrigerator. It's elderberry syrup, but ours doesn't last a week.
No, it really doesn't. There was another question up here. Oh, yeah, you do not need cross-pollination with elderberry. Elderberry will grow wild. It is a hedge for a lot of places. It's really not, but that it grows like a hedge. You can cut it, and it can grow 10 foot in a year. It's crazy growth on it. If it's in a good area, it does better by water, and in low-lying areas or almost in cutovers. It does really good.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I was trying to answer all those questions.
Mandy, you can find us on Facebook.
Another Philippines watcher.
What is up? Find us on Facebook, and you can direct message me, and I'll tell you about kind of the process of ordering soap. And I've actually had several of our awesome YouTube families that have ordered soap, and they have gotten their soap this week. So super cool. We
sent out 10 more today.
Yep, we always appreciate the support from you guys. It means a lot to us. So are we kind of caught up on the?
I don't know. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. You might want to throw them back out there. But it can grow really fast. I think I'm just moving.
It is a fast growing. It is very fast.
Our names are the Max, and Colby and Misty are our names. I challenge you though. You need to look it up. I tell you, you can find it pretty easy, especially when they start blooming. You really know elderberry when it starts blooming. 23
days remain until Christmas. Yeah, it's getting real, isn't it, y'all? Okay, let me ask y'all this. I want to see y'all answer this. A, B, C, or D? Are you 100% done Christmas shopping? 25% done Christmas shopping? 75% done? Or ain't even started? I want to see y'all's answers. I would say we're done, aren't we? We're done.
We're OCD.
100%. We're pretty much. 100%.
I don't even remember your ABCD, so I hope you remember what you said.
Y'all just type.
She can't remember. You just put what you do. Yeah, put percentage on it.
Well, A is done, and D is ain't even started. In the betweens.
Hey, Big Dave. I'm sorry, Big Dave. You did ask this question a while ago, and I missed it a while ago. Let me get back to you. all Misty's ABCDs are messing me up.
I'm looking. We got a lot of D's. Y'all better get on the ball now.
Can you make fruit punch kombucha? I think instead of kombucha, but kombucha. You can. Of course, I would use fruit punch, like some kind of over the counter Captain, whatever that stuff's called.
Y'all better get on it. There's a bunch of 0%.
If you make your own
bunch of D's
fruit punch, or you have an organic version of fruit punch, you could use that. So I saw that question twice.
Not even guys. Y'all gotta get. We got some days left, y'all. That would make me nervous.
Oh man, it made me really nervous. Hey, thank you for coming on. Some of the ones that
I started for sure, eggnog included.
That's funny. Hey, thank y'all for coming on for some of the ones that was recommended across. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys so much
for being here.
Online popcorn tea. Well, I would say that we typically.
Hey, Latoya says she supports my OCD. She's done too. So
I would say that we typically around this time we're typically at least 50% done with everybody. However.
Yes, she is, Lucas.
However.
Hey, Little Mount Life, what's going on?
This year, with the baby coming in 20-ish something days, give or take, we got on it this year. I wanted to have the baby stuff pretty much done, bought, packed together, most of our Christmas done, so that if she decided to come a few weeks early, and sometimes that does happen. I didn't want to feel so stressed. I didn't want to feel the stress of hospital, newborn, no Christmas, kid. Like, I didn't want that panic. So we kind of was on our A game this year.
Henry, we know Pine Nine. I've not talked to Levi and Tasha in a while, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking they're okay. They're probably just busy. He stays very, very busy. Yeah. Eamon, Grammy Karen is one of our moderators. It is our channel, but they are our mods to kind of keep everything going smoothly like it's supposed to. Let's see. We don't really stress about it anymore. Delightful Cottage, just because we try to do it pretty early. It would stress me if we waited a long time. I don't want to be
for Christmas.
Yeah, and so I laugh at those kind of people, and y'all might be those people, and I'm sorry if I'm making fun of you. I'm not one of those people who start shopping like the week of Christmas. It's kind of like Thanksgiving, where people go in like Wednesday and buy turkey. I mean, it's like, it doesn't surprise us. We know it's coming.
We know it's coming.
I love those people. My favorite was when I go in Walmart. If we're having to buy something like toilet paper or whatever.
Hey, we know a lot of people.
There's
that
like buggy pushers, like sweating, going crazy, throwing stuff, getting mad, and I almost have to chuckle a little bit because I'm thinking, it's December 25th every year. Yeah,
like I was messaging his side of the family, because they tend to be a little bit more procrastinating. Is that a nice word?
Hey, let's go with it.
So I was messaging them back like 2 months ago, and I was like, okay, y'all, we have to get it together. I have a baby, and I have Christmas, and I need to know what y'all want to do. So yeah.
Hey, Dawn's got a birthday December 30th, so our baby's gonna be getting close.
Yep. I mean, it's so funny though, because we don't know when she'll come, and we were laughing the other day.
Rehab life, I know, really.
If she's gonna come before Christmas, if she's gonna come on Christmas Day, or if she's gonna come after Christmas or next year. It's like, it's just a waiting game.
Little Mountain Live said throwing shade on the procrastinators. He likes the shade. He takes the shade. I'm not one of those people. I'm in a family full of procrastinators too, and that's what's so funny. Like, I sweat when I get around them because I'm so used to doing stuff quick.
Well, I guess we can both say if we know something needs to be done, we neither want to push it off to the last minute. It's like, okay, we know it needs to be done. Let's go ahead and do it and get it over with. And different people though are different personalities, and that's what makes the world go around. But it is kind of funny to see people out doing everything Christmas week, but that would totally stress me out. But some people, like some of you guys said, it doesn't bother you at all, and I think that's awesome. I have some friends that are like nothing bothers them. They're so cool and smooth, and I'm like, in a sense, I'm like, I want to be like that.
Let's see. I read one comment a while ago. Jackie, are you sure it's a girl? It better be, because she's got a pink bag, and it's going to be a very strange ride home in a pink car seat. So,
Well, she's got pink blankets and pink gowns, and she's
so it
got
best
bows,
be.
and yeah.
We were thinking we were shooting for a boy, not that we cared, but we have
really
3 little girls and 2 boys already, so we were trying to balance it out in our OCDness, but it didn't work.
Yeah, well, no, I was thinking, okay, Jennings is 2.5. He's got 3 girls ahead of him. So in my mind, I was thinking it would be nice for him to have a little boy close to his age to play around with, because they're only going to be 2.5 years apart, to where Aiden and Jennings are 10 years apart. So our boys are 10 years apart and the girls are all in the middle. So in my thinking, I was just like, give him a little brother where they could go play in the woods or trucks or, whatever together. But, God bless us with a girl, and we're just as happy with that. So
we are outnumbered though, tremendously. Aiden was like, "Oh, another girl." Oh,
look, it is definitely going to be the roughest. Is roughest a word? The most rough on me, because you can ask Colby anytime we go out or anytime we go somewhere. This is the girls' exact words. I gotta go to the bathroom. And when one says it, they all say it. So then I'm like, here Colby is, and he doesn't have anybody to take to the bathroom, and I have all the girls that are wanting to go in there. And yeah, so then I have another one to add to it. So that'll be a lot of fun. And Jennings likes to throw stuff in the toilet, speaking of the toilet. But when the girls, it's like when they get in a public bathroom, they want to touch everything.
roll around the ground.
Yeah, like fall on the ground or like rub on the stalls, and that drives me nuts. So now that Selah, she's our youngest girl, now that she is about to be 6, she'll be 6 in January. I make all the girls go in, and if they don't have pockets, I make them cross their arms or put their hands in their pockets so that they won't touch anything. So Livy might be a tomboy and follow the brother around. Look,
I'd say Harley's
she ain't gonna have a choice but to be tough, because Jennings, he gets in so much trouble for walking up.
Thank you, the Geocache family.
Yeah, he walks up and hits his sisters. Your name, I'm sorry. And I'm constantly having to get on him.
How about you, Hank?
And he wasn't raised like that. I mean, he was raised to wrestle with the boys, but he is so rough with the girls. So Livy might not have a choice but to be tough.
Yeah, Jennings, man, he is all boy. He is. So it's funny how him and Aiden were so different.
Yeah, they're very different.
Thanks, Countryside, very much. Okay, so how old is all the kids? I don't even know.
Aiden is 12.5. Harley, so I'm gonna do them in order. Harley is 9. She just turned 9. Eliza Bell is 7.5. Selah will be 6 in January. Jennings is 2.5, and then we're expecting baby Livy within the next 3.5 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
So y'all, I told him every time I say it and he does that.
I get nauseated thinking about it.
I was like,
he's just like, shut up.
I will knock you out, boy. You have no idea. So for a lot of y'all in here, the reason why I said that is because we're planning our first full natural, totally medical interventionless out of the 5 children. So we would have loved to have looked at a home birth, but it just is not going to work out for us. So as close to home birth as in a hospital setting as possible.
Not Christina.
As long as there's no emergencies or anything like that. So every time he looks at me like that or says something, I'm like, no idea.
Well, we keep trying to have kids because we're thinking our vlog may get to like signed a TLC or something because every time you have more kids, they always put them on there. So that's just a joke. All right, let's see.
He's so crazy.
Aiden does act so much older. He really has done. There's times that I'm like, man, you are definitely young kid still and needs to grow up. Then most of the time he's doing so much more than what
Other
most
kids
10, 11, 12-year-olds have ever done.
Most 12-year-old kids his age stay in a room and play like Nintendo games all day or sit around and watch TV all day. Aiden is he's natured, very outdoorsy. He has a lot of responsibility for his age and handles it well. And we're proud of that because not only are we teaching him responsibility, we're teaching him good work ethics. We're teaching him respect, how to respect the animals. That's respect people in general. But then he also is given a portion of money for his chores. So we're also teaching him money management. So there's a lot in that. Even just him doing his farm chores around here, it's it keeps him busy. So I don't have to worry about him, what he's doing or whatever. It keeps him busy. It's teaching him responsibility. It's teaching him good work ethics, respect, and money management. So
I blew his bubble. I was like, he's been saving up for a new guitar. We teach our kids life skills too. So he plays guitar. So anyway, he's been saving up for a new guitar for a while. After he ran over my drone, I was like, you're paying me for that drone. I had this really serious face, like, you're buying a new drone for me. It was your fault. He was like, dude, I'm not doing it. And I was like, no, it's just, things happen. No big deal. So we are getting hopefully a drone very soon, a little mountain. But he felt so bad after doing that. So we were just joking.
Hey, you almost backed into the old chicken coop tonight.
I did. I almost took out the coop a while ago. I guess we wouldn't need it since I built a new one.
Sam said, where's your SpongeBob cup?
Well, I had this new cup. I told you I'm OCD about my coffee cups, and my kids are drinking out my new coffee cup, and it just stresses me out. So the SpongeBob one, since we're sitting over here, Misty always gets mad at me when I get up so much during the live. So we're further for the coffee pot. So I was like, well, the SpongeBob cup's a little small, so we had to go with a little bit bigger one. Better have to go with a bigger one.
How old is your boy? 12.
Happy homesteading, Big Dave.
The oldest one is 12 and a half, and the youngest one is 2 and a half. So that's what we were saying a while ago. The difference between our boys is literally 10 years. And that's kind of why when we found out we were pregnant, we were like, well, we would love to see a little boy because Jennings would have somebody kind of his age to play with. But
and mold, my socks today was the Cookie Monster. I wore Cookie Monster socks today. So
yeah, so for some of you guys who are catching up on our videos and stuff, the kids, y'all seen some crazy socks. If y'all seen some of our older videos, we do this crazy sock thing, and every year, whether it's Father's Day or your birthday or Christmas or whatever, at least one of the kids will get Colby crazy socks for one of those gifts. So we have all kinds, from Sesame Street to Scooby-Doo to
Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat, and then we have just like random fish sock. I mean, there's like all kinds of crazy socks. So the kids like it because when they go in, they like to go through all of the variety and pick out something different. So it's fun for them, but Colby kind of gets a laugh out of it too.
No, yeah, take it. Jennifer, hey, that's a good name. Let's keep on rolling with them. Hey, Ella Wilson, how are you? So yeah, it's always fun. The kids have more fun with it than anything, and that's what makes memories. Where's the onesie as a house coat? I laugh because I have a favorite jacket. Y'all have seen it. It's the one I always wear, and then I usually wear just like the same color shirts because again I'm OCD.
All right, and let me interrupt you.
Wait. What were you going to rub me on?
Well, you're making fun of me the other day. He was like, I think you've worn that shirt in like all the videos that you've done. And I'm like, excuse me, I only have like 4 that still fit me. So that's why you see me almost in the same shirt that I'm in like every
Please know, we
video
actually
here.
do video every day something. So when you see us in the same clothes, I promise you, we wash our clothes, and I promise you, it's different days. We just tend to wear the same thing all the time. I have the same shirts. I have like 5 black and 5 blue.
No,
But
he
I laugh at
does.
Misty because Misty has a wardrobe full of clothes, but because she's pregnant, she
I
only
can't-
wears like 4 shirts.
Oh, I messaged in our family Christmas message the other night. I don't know if Carly's still on here or not.
Yeah, Wanda, we are.
But I messaged, you're supposed to be spending the night with his sisters and their kids at
Hey,
his
Lisa.
parents'
When?
place next weekend.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're all gonna stay up there. We're gonna kind of do a little Christmas.
That's the big barn for all the ones that know our stuff.
Right.
That's the big barn.
Where our beef herd is. So anyway, we were talking in a message, and I sent on one of the GIFs of this really, really big person, and they were like shaking their belly around, and they had like a little human face on it. And I said, y'all are laughing, but this is what I look like. I'm outgrowing all my clothes. Now I have to go buy new pajamas so I can spend the night with y'all, and y'all won't see my belly because I'm outgrowing everything. You know, I'm getting to that stage where I'm like outgrowing everything. And Colby come in the other day and was like, you know, you have the same clothes on in almost like all the videos. And I'm like, I know you're not making fun of me. So anyway, that's kind of been our laugh and joke around here.
It has been pretty funny. I do change my socks though, so every socks you will see new socks every day. At least it's not a Snuggie. That's what you should do. Just wear a Snuggie all the time, Rehab Life said. What is your favorite holiday? Definitely, I'd say Christmas, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
We love this time of year.
We do.
Great question. Sharon, Missy, where are you originally from?
I have always been, we were both born and raised in Mississippi.
Yeah, South Mississippi.
South Mississippi. Long Island. Wow. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thank you for coming on. I bet it's a little chilly up there.
And I know you asked that because of my real country accent.
Hey, thanks so much, man.
Thank you,
very much.
Hamiltonville Farms.
If you haven't checked out their Will It Start videos, they're so good. So just check out Hank. I know every one of y'all probably know Hank. So
Great channel. Beautiful, beautiful home too.
Gosh, gorgeous barn dominium.
Beautiful.
Wanda, we talked about a little bit earlier. The Black Pig is doing really good. He's not doing really good. He's doing a lot better. So we're hoping that he just keeps on getting better. You'll see some updates in the next few weeks, or next few videos. Sorry, over the next few weeks. So, but he's doing good.
Jennifer, totally feel your daughter because I actually stole Colby's shirt today. This is not the one.
Thank you.
Y'all are gonna see videos today that I did. I recorded a whole lot, but I had to change this afternoon because I did so much. We were getting ready to go to church, and I had like everything on my shirt because my belly catches it all. But I actually raided Colby's closet this morning, so y'all are gonna see me in a Southern Charm or Southern, what was it, Marsh or Southern
Marsh.
Southern something t-shirt today.
She's got a new shirt on. It's a new shirt.
It come from his closet. All right. Somebody said something about being proud of your belly. I didn't get to read all of that.
I'm not sure. You might find it better on there. Let's see. Thank you. I know all you are wondering why we're recommended on your live YouTubes. I'm just glad you come on. Thank y'all for coming on.
Be proud of that belly. Not everyone can grow alike, not to mention you're beautiful with that belly. Thank you. That really does mean a lot. And, you know, I do have friends that are in that position. And we know.
Hey, Jay from the Philippines.
We know some people
Braden,
personally
welcome.
that have gone through that struggle, and we realize that it's very hard. So
thank you, Zelo.
Thank you for that. That does mean a lot.
So for some reason we're getting recommended. I'm thinking in the Philippines because there's been a lot of people from the Philippines on here. So welcome. We're from South Mississippi. Sorry if we butcher your names. Let's see. So we are almost out of time. We've got about 4 minutes left, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming on. Again, just to update, Pig's doing a lot better. You'll see that in the next few videos.
Katie said you need an early Christmas present. She might be.
I'd rather have her before Christmas than on Christmas.
Well, I will tell y'all this.
Hey, Betty.
I don't want to tell them.
What?
I mean, I do or I don't, but the checkup that I went to one of my first checkups.
No.
Okay, y'all have to wait and watch the video then. But I did get some footage of me going to my checkup and kind of give y'all an update
Welcome from Los
there
Angeles.
and kind of where we are, and so anyway.
Okay, so projects coming up. I see that now. Our lamb that we cut and like I said, I know some of y'all were worried about our lamb. Our lamb is doing phenomenal.
He looks great.
His name is Donald, but he is doing phenomenal. He's jumping around, running around. He's doing great.
He's doing great.
Yes, we do homeschool Becker photography. Oh, photographic. I'm sorry. Yes, we do homeschool. We homeschool all our children. 4 of the 5.
4 of the 5.
New projects coming up. We're going to start on the chicken monster permaculture chicken mobile that some people call the pink wagon. So we will be starting on that again very soon. We have some pigs that are getting ready to leave. We have a cow that's getting freshened up, so we'll have some new videos coming up on that, how we're freshening up our cow. That's a big deal for a lot of people.
Yep, and
so
speaking of, I have not put any milk up in the freezer this week.
What? So we'll have some videos coming up on that. Any other new projects?
Your land is beautiful. Thank you so much. We feel blessed to be where we are, and we have transformed this land in 6 years unbelievably.
Thank you, Dawn.
It's taken a lot of hard work. It's not something that happens overnight, and we've told y'all this before. When we started preparing to be meat sustainable, it took a really long time. It's not something that happens overnight. So
I would challenge you to go back and watch some of the pig forest videos when we first got our pigs, where those pig forests were, and what we were talking about when we were talking about the pigs in that forest is now pasture that our cows are in and that we're growing. So to see the transformation over that time and to see where the pumpkin patch was years ago is now where the sheep are. So there's just so many new things that are taking place that were so different even 2 or 3 years ago. But the purpose that what I was saying that for was when we build our farm, it's very sustainable. We're always moving things. We're always rotating things to make the ground better that it could give back. So we practice regenerative agriculture. For anyone that's coming in new, we are huge on sustainability. We have a regenerative agriculture farm. We're not conventional at all. So we look at everything in a very organic, regenerative way. So you may see cows in one field and the next video in another field, and then they'll be in another field the next video.
Yep.
That is literally how quick we move them. We are not we're not taking snippets from different videos. That is literally their life path. So
Yep.
it's really important to us.
I will say, even with that, it took.
Good night, old lady Delaney.
It took us training them, which was also work. I wouldn't say anything
Hey, Miss Irene, welcome.
That's done on the farm is just easy. I mean, there are some facets.
Thank you, Miss
I think
Stacy.
it gets easier over time, but like with training them, for a while, they wouldn't go where we wanted them to go. They would be more stubborn, right, more skittish. But we have trained them to follow a bucket, and now Allie does not even have to have a bucket. She walks where you want her to walk. If you open the gate, she knows she's supposed to go over
there.
there.
Welcome.
And it's taking work, but it does make it easier in the long run. I am due. That's awesome. I see some December 30th popping up on there. I'm actually due the 28th. I have went over my due date with multiple children. Jennings was a week early. And I do tend to slowly progress over several weeks. And I have started progressing. So y'all stay tuned for that video. And we'll see. We'll see how long she's gonna hang out. Some of my babies get real comfortable and just don't wanna make their appearance. So
Jackie, we drug them. No, I'm joking. We don't do anything. The kids have a great time. So Aiden and Jennings are watching Alvin and the Chipmunks in one room. Our kids we don't do a lot of TV and we don't do cable or anything like that. So
the
TV is not even on. So what we do is, for instance, the boys are in one room watching Alvin and the Chipmunks, and the girls are in their room watching something else. I'm not even sure what they were watching, but
they have a TV set up with like some DVDs. But
yeah,
a lot of time we spend a lot of time doing school
Thank
and
you, Miss Tina.
Bible, and we spend a lot of time either in the kitchen or outside. And you guys have seen how many helpers I have in the kitchen. So, you know, they stay so busy. They're busy bodies. They don't just, well, we do have one that's not as busy of a body, but for the most part, they like hands-on. They like to go. They like to move around and be active and involved in what we're doing. So when they get that TV time, that you know, they enjoy it.
Thank you, Miss Irene.
But usually we're just all kind of all over the place. So.
Guys, thank y'all so much. It is definitely an hour. So thank you for all the ones that were recommended and wondered who we are. Thank you for coming on.
Yes,
we hope you enjoyed it. We
much.
hope we gave you some entertainment with some crazy country accents from Mississippi.
Jennings is so sweet sitting on. He climbs on that counter every morning.
Thank y'all. Y'all again. Jennings is all boy. I just can't.
He is all boy.
So thank y'all again for coming on. Thank you for all the people that asked questions. We love y'all. We hope that we answered all the questions that y'all wanted answered. And if we didn't, please hit us up on next live. Remember, naming the two black pigs that we have.
We're going to be looking for a name next week.
That's right,
for
names. Both of those pigs. So it's going to be two little boy pigs there. Again, it's just two that we need to get named that we haven't named. So thank y'all so very much. God bless.
Happy homestead, y'all.
She got it. She got it. Happy homestead, y'all.